Hello, friends. Happy days. It's time for some FACEIT League. We got playoffs. It's your final week of Season 6. Expert Division coming to a close here, coming to an end. We are down to top 3 in EMEA. We are down to top 4 in NA. We're going to crown a champion at the end of the week. We'll be down to top 2 here for EMEA by the end of the day, going into this lower bracket final. Winner of this guaranteed a spot in Master Division for Season 7. Making it to the Grands means you don't have to play in promotion relegation matches. It's just a straight beeline shot. And that's it. One more dub. One victory separates both of these two teams from a promotion and into the highest division here, and one step away from OWCS going into 2026. And that's really, obviously there's no promotion relegation, here at the end of the year for OWCS, but that doesn't mean, the rest of the division, the rest of the divisions, all the way up and down, we are still going to have movement. We are still going to have teams going up and down. And I think what's important here for these two teams in particular is poising yourself going into next year, so that you're in Master Division, you're set going into 2026 to start the year off, already in, Tier 2 and aimed at breaking the ceiling into the bigs, right? So this is a huge match for both of these teams. All right, I'll look at our bracket, how it got to this point. So far, Super Shy have 9-0'd their way into the Grand Finals and back into Master Division for the second time. They are waiting the winner of this match. They're in Grands, guaranteed a top 2 finish. Went through YesYes there in that upper bracket finals. YesYes and Super Shy were tied coming out of regular season for just regular season record. Both 15-1 coming out of regular season. And YesYes even took this head-to-head over Super Shy. The only team to beat YesYes was Team Rats, as a matter of fact. But YesYes did not have their starting DPS for that series. And then looking at that 3-0 in the upper bracket final, YesYes were also missing some DPS players. There's interesting history between these two squads. YesYes just started here at the beginning of 2025, started in Advanced. And this squad has basically had the same core from the very beginning. At the end of 2024, you had Mapsy playing alongside Cowboy and Skiz. S-Play, it was S-Play and Skiz. Was playing alongside S-Play and Skiz here on a team called Astral. This is for FACEIT League Season 3. This is an expert division. It seems like this is kind of where this core came together when I was doing a little bit of research here, because that will end up being the core for YesYes going into Season 4, which is the start of 2025. Hari, on the other hand, plays for GG Vipera there at the start of 2025, back in Season 4. As a matter of fact, Hari has this standing history. He plays for GG Vipera for Season 4, and then goes on and plays for Good Guys main roster in Master Division for Season 5, alongside Tia, who played on Astral in Season 3 with Mapsy, S-Play, and Skiz. So there's a couple of very, very small degrees of separation here between these two teams. Team Hari would go on, like I said, plays the Master Division for Season 5, and then comes back and puts together their own team here for Season 6. So kind of takes a step back into Expert to form this squad and kind of find this high-octane, very, very powerful team. And a very similar identity in that as well. Both these teams have 4 DPS on the roster. Both these teams lean into that DPS line as far as from what I can tell. They end up both having very explosive play styles. We talked about Mapsy as an expert for Season 3. Actually goes down to Advanced to play with this roster, to put this team together. I don't know if Mapsy themselves put this team together. They are listed as the captain. But to help form the core of this roster. And I believe Numbers joined, I think Numbers joined Season 4 as well. Part of that same core in Season 4. And Mapsy also, similar to Hari did this season, takes a step back and goes into Advanced Division with this YesYes roster to kind of put this team together. They didn't do exceptional in regular season. It was that an exceptional playoff run is where they really smashed. End up in Grand Finals, promoted to Expert, and now here just 2 seasons later are looking to do the same thing and get into Master Division going into next year. So very, very similar parallels between these two teams. The same teammates. They've played, like I said, Hari kind of played under the Good Guys banner for the majority of this year until this season. This is going to be good guys getting first everything. So they are coming through as your higher seeds, your number 2 and your number 3 seeds coming out of regular season. This means YesYes got your Lijiang Tower pick, got your sides pick, so let me swap that, and got your Symmetra band. I will also get some Preds up here for you. Last time these two met this season, it was a 5-map banger. Hopefully, YesYes have the entirety of their roster available. They did not have all of their they did not have their starting DPS. As in, we did not see... I don't believe we saw Cowboy at all there in that upper bracket finals. Ready to Lijiang, we'll see what happens. It's time for your lower bracket finals. We're going down to top 2. We're sitting in Team to Master Division. Let's go. Let's get into map 1. All right, we're looking at maps here on the Zarya right out of the gate. We do have Team Pigeon in, which is one of the players that YesYes are missing in that upper bracket finals. Pulling out this Reaper. Both teams mirroring this. From what I can tell right out of the gate. From what I can tell, I mean, like, you know, we can tell. We do have the power to tell. Look at Hari with some early ult charge. Let's see this. How we're staging here. We're looking at Ackerman and was under a lot of pressure. Ends up backing away because Zekin needs to go anchor the cart. Anchor the objective, that is. Hari getting muscled off the point, and Zekin not able to get in there and really hold it down. Kind of gets forced off. So a flip. Actually, first cap, should I say. Coming in from YesYes. Oh, CJ2 with a double move. We kind of caught it at the edge of the screen. No way you get 2 there. CJ2, what a way to start this lower bracket. And that is a very low S play. We'll be the last one remaining, and we'll get a flip here out of Team Hari. Massive side barrier advantage for S-Play, despite the double boop out of CJ2. Rocking the Hermes skin. Keeping the flanks clear. Mapsy under a lot of pressure. Means that side barrier is going to come out sooner rather than later. You have the advantage in an opening kill on the Mac. It's going to exacerbate that here for Team Hari. Excuse me, for YesYes. The numbers will pick up a second, finding Hari themselves. Where the South area advantage was here for YesYes. Hari is about 30% up in this Graviton Surge. A little bit of charge, a little bubble. That is a long-range grab. Does catch one in it, but you got an OC here denying any follow-up. Beautiful shot. Finds Zekin at the end of the fight. Oh, extending this over 50% here. Nice 3-piece for numbers in that one. You know, I was talking about just the explosiveness of these two squads. I think it was pretty much on display there. Hari with the long range Kobe of a Graviton, hoping the rest of the team could get in and follow up on that. But the risky play of running the Soj instead of the double flex DPS and no tracer here for YesYes. What if that means Skiz is not available today as well? Something to keep an eye on here as we move forward. But you know what? That play ends up working out. So far, numbers has been outstanding. Kitsu into this next fight for both of our squads. Pigeon tried to shadow step in, was immediately forced to use the other cooldown to get away. After a couple ults being invested, Mapsy using grab as well at some point. Didn't even see that one come in. Hey, no muting myself. Stop that. A little aggressive approach there from Team Hari. Zekin trying to take advantage of that extra trace. Woo! Deep Pigeon just tries to open things up with a Death Blossom. Hey, you know what? Maybe it's the red herring that YesYes needed. Despite it looking a little lackluster, Mapsy finds 2 kills on the back of that Death Blossom. Able to get some good charge off of the bubble throw to help protect it, to help extend it. Hey, not to mention you probably got some cooldowns out with the Blossom as well. Now you've got Petite Pigeon back into this fight. YesYes still in control. Yellow bar is going. Oopa's gonna throw in their own ultimate. They're gonna get 2. It's just the DPS remaining here for Team Hari though. And the yellow bar is ever threatening. Turns into a yellow circle here for YesYes as they'll take our opening round. Thank you for the follow, Krusty Bud. I appreciate it. So no change compositionally. We'll see if the added tracer becomes more of a factor here. Numbers is, I mean, just determined to make sure that it is not. Immediately taking Zekin out of the fight. What an opening kill. Let's take a look at some stats there after that opening round. Speaking of, let's see. Mapsy 10-1, numbers 11-1, leading the server at 6k damage thus far here on this Sojourn. Sorry, I gotta remember to do that before the fight starts. I apologize. I'm getting better. I'm getting better, all right? All right, swift step to the outside. Boop! Unfortunately, Hari does not have a swift step to get back on to safe ground. Okay, 3-prong approach. Oompa drops down from the top. Hari pushing from main. Oompa gets their cooldown 4. Zekin is working around that far left-hand side through the food court. And has actually drawn a lot of attention here. Now a very deep move from Oompa and Zekin both. Pulse bomb in the pocket. Had numbers up against the wall. Calls made to come back and try to focus the tank. A very low Mapsy turns around. We'll get the kill. Good peel from Pigeon to help out with that. Hari does eventually claim the quarry onto the tank, but now faces a 3v4 on this objective. Pigeon drops in the Ray Farm, gets a quick free reload in there, swift step in, and Pigeon's just gonna chase Oompa right to the outskirts. All the way right back towards the spawn. Zekin kind of looping around through main, draws the attention, and Hari actually do not get that force back. They're able to slingshot back here, but is Hari way far away from the bulk of the fight, and the Kitsu that was thrown down in Main Street. Minimal value. Great play out of YesYes, kind of divide and conquer in that fight. Now 70% and counting. Mr. Genius, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Oompa sneaking through the top side. I'm gonna try a 3-prong approach again. All right, Sunbird engage. Oompa shadow step to the left. It's gonna be a disengage there from the back end. Try and chase, goes Zekin. Pulse lands, you get numbers early. Oompa able to follow up with the kill on the Mapsy. 98% will get a flip here from Team Hari. It takes them until OT, but they get it done. It's a cool little spot for Oompa. Trying to flank here, they get it! They speed numbers up to the high ground. Oompa never sees it coming, a little too focused. They're grabbing from Mapsy, and now I don't think there's just anybody left to follow up on Hari's. It's just Zekin remaining. Numbers goes in and take this duel, see if they can seal the deal on this map. There's the flip onto the point. Zekin running away with minimal health. Will not get out. Ackerman shows up to help with that final blow. I hear somebody on the objective. I'm guessing it was Oopa. There's a Death Blossom there. Nah, it's just a Hail Mary of an attempt. Kitsu to shut down the front door. The dance of celebration from the pigeon on point. Yes, yes, take map one. Yeah, the potential for YesYes to really be at a detriment, to really be on the back foot there, with seemingly not having their tracer player in that first series. We are going to get a King's pick here at Team Hori, banning out the Venture, one of Petite Pigeon's strongest and favorite picks. But the Soj out of numbers ends up working like a charm. My goodness. I still have nightmares of facing Petite Pigeon on Venture. Right on cue there, Izo. Immediately we see the ban, even without the Venture coming out in map 1. We see the ban here going into Kings. Petite Pigeon 18-3. They're in that opening map with Noob. Oh my goodness, numbers 22-3. Leading in elims and damage there in the Sojourn. Impeccable. YesYes had the same number of deaths in total that Hori had in their DPS line. 13-33 in total deaths, just to give you an idea of team fights won. If the elim numbers weren't indicative enough, what a map there out of I'm a Noob. Oh, we get a Wuyong ban. They're out of YesYes. We are going to get 630 coming in for Zekken. Looking like a low ground defense just from the way they're positioned. So we're front loading statue with numbers on the Cassidy to hold down Hotel. 630 pulls out a Symmetra. Sub it in here for this map too. Where this is a Team Hori pick headed into Kings. Let's see if they can tie up this lower bracket. This lower bracket finals match. Okay, so teleport to the high ground while Hori pressures out the front-loaded statue defense. This has separated Mapsy from Petite Pigeon. Petite Pigeon could be in a vulnerable spot with that teleporter back there to chase down a Shadow Step. The teleporter's in a good spot. S-Play makes a risky move just to go take it out of there. Meanwhile, Mapsy moves to try to pressure down Hori and succeeds. Finds a wonderful pick to start off this defense. And our first kill of the map. But indeed, does have both cooldowns. We'll see what you want to do back here. Alright, back to the high ground. 56 health. That was a good shot out of Ackerman's Kiri. Okay, high ground rotation for the entirety of Team Hori. We get a flip of the map. Numbers drops the Deadeye coming back in after the Hotel Do-si-do, and it's all the way back around looking for a sandwich inside the hotel lobby. Somehow doesn't get anybody, and Hori's gonna respond with a grab. Catches two inside, and that's three in the kill feed. What a play. Team Hori out-rotates GG YesYes in a brilliant dance for control of point A. Well done. That'll be good enough for the cap. Mouse, now's not the time. Mouse, what are you doing? I love my pulsar, but it's gotten to the point where I swear it lasts like 30 minutes. All right, well, we're going Reaperless here. All right, this is a no Reaper zone. We don't like it edgy around here. Very straightforward. Here on point B, a lot of beams. We got a Graviton Surge in. 630 immediately deleted as they try to teleport away. But Hari does survive the grab on the front line, and Upa has returned. Far shorter walk back. One Shadow Step, as a matter of fact, and they're back in this fight with a pair of kills. And Shadow Step into Subway. Try to deny the retreat from Mapsy. Mapsy is still looking to get away. Hari has the health advantage. Swift Step in from Ackerman. This is going to build up the rest of this Kitsu. An important ultimate from this defense to try to get back in, see if they can hold here on point B. We do have the response on the other side. This is going to be an explosive fight, and Hari's grab could be the difference maker. Teleport to the high ground. Deadeye out of numbers. Here to start things off, both in from the defense. Team Hari slowing down the fight. You're going to go in and respond. Trying to use the Tether grab. 630 drops the photon barrier. Mapsy's got forced out. Is in a horrible spot on the wrong side of the tracks. And that might just be the beginning of the end here for this point B defense. We'll see how long Petition and company are going to hold on. Death Blossom, sound barrier, doesn't get a damn thing. Great disengage. Numbers will end up picking one. CJ, I don't believe their sound barrier landed. I think that one might have been an Ajax. But the attacking team's still threatening with Hari at 100 charge on this front line and only 1.5 meters to go. But Team Pigeon finds a kill on the 630. And suddenly that attacking team is running out of teeth. We see the Swift Step in out of Mac and try to help Team Hari push it this last 1.5 meters. But the defense is stabilized. And the Hari grab has come and gone. Now Mapsy has one of their own. And this attacking team is just going to back away sheepishly. What a hold from this defense. What a play out of numbers. That Ajax was everything. Even if it wasn't an Ajax, it was enough. I believe it was. I did not see that sound barrier hit the battlefield. I mean, if anything, it got zoned out. It was not effective. I don't think it hit at all, though. Huge grab. That catches 3 in the back line. Upa's just going to join the pack. And the Kitsu falls. Nobody there to use it. Upa trying to find the back end of this Kitsu. See if they can get a kill. Hari not able to lock down S-Play as they're able to skate away. Numbers has been forced into a bad spot there in the alley, yeah, and that was kind of your only protection for the back line. This grab from Hari's going to get it done. Beautiful play out of Hari, kind of a divide and conquer strategy of their own. Able to separate numbers, who's basically they're bodyguarding Ackerman and Espelay this entire time, right? So Ackerman and Espelay are there sticking to numbers as best they can. Hari does a good job of forcing them out. Mapsy gets separated from them. Very well played, though, out of Hari, and a great grab there to close out that fight. Don't mind it at all, particularly considering you almost had this with 5 minutes in the bank. You'll have to settle for 2 going into the foundry. Another sound barrier here from CJ. Petite, though, with an opening kill in this Death Blossom. And this is just going to be Team Heart going back to spawn. Without using any of that. Without using their one ultimate. Hey, you know what? I think they're fine to play this slow. I mean, the defense have an opportunity to go fast here. They have double support ult. Mackin is still not quite there. It's close enough. Okay, yeah, you're close enough. All right, it's not going to matter. We did get the Soj swap out of numbers, by the way, with who had, I mean, just an outstanding Lijiang. Was definitely your player of the map in Lijiang Tower. Gets blown up immediately. First death. Photon Barrier doing a good job of just neutering Mapsy as they tried to push forward and get aggressive. It's the attacking team winning this out with just the Photon Barrier. No support ults necessary into that fight. What an economical play. They're on a Team Hari. I mean, the temptation to at least invest Kitsu in that had to be very real. Upa's able to shut down S-Play. They're on the right-hand side of your screen. We're going to get Kitsu's invested in, both thrown directly over the back of the point. Deep pitch and low, having to use both of their cooldowns early. There's the shadow step up to the high ground. Sound barrier's in, and, well, I mean, that's just Upa dancing on the back line as we get a 41-second time bank in from Team Hari. Upa shuts down a door. Petite Pigeon ends up a bit out of that fight. Tried to shadow step up to the high ground. I think tried to find access to the supports, but it was just too little too late. So unsurprisingly, with the same compositions being shown from both sides, numbers showing us the Cassidy here early in the attack. Obviously, still time to change their mind if they want to pick up that Soj. Not surprising, as it is going to be a little bit more of a front-loaded fight once again. You can see the defense playing low ground. Here at the statue, very aggressive posturing here out of Hari. Just looking for some early charge, some early ult charge, and beam charge. That is CJ2 and Oompa. We're hiding. I believe we're hiding in theater. I missed that. I'm so sorry. They end up like way deep in enemy territory. Maybe you just got teleported over there. Maybe that's why I missed it. 630 with another teleporter to the high ground. Could definitely kind of be the wrench in the play here for the attacking. Yes, you got to keep an eye on those flanks. Hey, numbers successfully doing so. Re-engage there with the teleporter throw. Oh, okay. Yep, Umbo is out of this fight. Hari now out of this fight as well. And there's a one and done on point A for GG. Yes. Oh yeah, I forgot to look at stats. An opportunity to look at some stats here. Mackin 10-1. They're on that attack for Team Hari. Ackerman on the other. So we have Mackin and Ackerman. I mean, what? Okay. You know, I don't know. Anyway. Ackerman leading. Actually tied here with Mackin as far as ult charge. Mackin actually can get the first ultimate online here for this second round. Acker Goat. We have Acker, Goat, and Goaten. Something like that. Oompa just runs forward and shoots Ackerman in the face. Oh, poor Ackerman. Teleport up to the high ground. Photon barrier in play. Numbers is able to find CJ2 through that exchange, but it's the only kill that YesYes is going to find. And they're forced to back up. Team Hari will win their first fight on the defense. Very quick re-engage coming in. Grab lands on the high ground. Beautiful grab to hit everybody, but Mapsy ends up still going down. Does get their own Graviton Surge into the fight, though, as a dying wish. And Petite gets Hari as the grab goes away. Able to lock down Hari in place long enough for Petite Pigeon to at least put enough damage in, get all the bubbles out. And we're left in kind of a stalemate. Ackerman finding a kill on the 630. And God, that was so low on health. Tilting the balance ever so slightly in favor of the attacking YesYes. Hari has returned to the front line, as has Mapsy. Hoopa drops in from the high ground, just descends from the heavens with the deadly dance, but a wonderful distance. You see how fast YesYes got out of there? S-Play and company were just gone. Unfortunately, numbers does not make it all the way out, apparently. God, I'm so impressed with just how quickly Esplay got Mapsy and the rest of them out of there. Unfortunate numbers got caught. It was such a good disengage. Alright, looking to pursue here. But numbers to spawn, you got that little bit of range damage. You gotta respect it here if you're Team Hard. Ackerman with the response. Let's go up here and check out Mapsy in this front line. It ends up being just a disengaged Kitsu. I actually don't mind that from the defense. Not the most high-value Kitsu you've ever seen, but you really just negate the Kitsu on the other side. You don't lose anybody through it. Really well played. There's a flank going on the left-hand side there. They're from numbers. The Team Pigeon's going to go with the Death Blossom. And Ajax is and CJ2 again! No, 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 no! And we missed this one. Numbers finds too. Oh, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Yes, yes, that is 2 Ajaxes on the CJ2, and I haven't gotten either of them on stream. Now a massive advantage for Esplay. Watch for this defense to go first with this grab. Alright, looking to get aggressive. I think they know, I mean, they have to know they're down. After the Ajax, they know they're down in ultimate. That typically means going first is the play, but the defense has to back up. 630 falls! But it costs numbers. Now the grab is huge. The sound barrier is perfect. Esplay keeps everybody alive, even themselves, albeit barely. Advantage in Kitsu, favoring Team Hari in this delicate balance of a team fight. Zumpa loses, take the high ground, drop it in to use the Kitsu. The Kitsu does not make it around first corner, but still, yes, yes, back up as much as they can. They do not lose anybody in that exchange. Now have a couple of ults come back in and respond. Let's see what kind of position Ackerman can get in and drop this Kitsune rush. Oompa looking to disturb a little bit. There's the grab thrown in. Just go to some Oompa Pov. No, Oompa gets nothing. Cannot fend off this grab out of Mapsy. I should have just gone to Mapsy Pop, although Mapsy ends up dead too. And with your tank not in this fight, I mean, you'll get around this corner. Ooh, okay. Mapsy beats the defense back. So they will be able to continue to push here. And you do still have the Kitsu. You used grab in that previous fight. It worked out like a charm. Kitsu available. Death Blossom at the back from the defense, but Oompa gets shut down immediately as that Kitsune rush is more than enough cooldowns to go around. Here for the attacking YesYes. Sound barrier tossed in. Oh, excuse me, that is Deadeye tossed in. Sound barriers were close, but not close enough. Wonderful push there out of YesYes, and they'll finish with 45 seconds more in the time bank.
Switching sides. Initiating match. Ready for battle. Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Team Hora has nearly 20,000 damage heading into this extra innings. lot of early damage there in Hotel. We saw numbers with over 15. The start of this, and you can see, I mean, look at the ult charge. Eventually getting it forced out of there, at least temporarily. All right, able to create a little bit of space. And you got some sim turrets there as well. Oh. Numbers just peaks for a moment. Backs up, re-peaks, gets the headshot. Beautiful play. Petit Pigeon with the follow-up, gets that kill. Then the defense finds a wonderful opener with only 15 seconds left to go. Team Hari need to respond. They need a pick, and they need it sooner rather than later. They're going to have to do this in the neutral. They don't have time to wait for ultimates. Bubble ready to go. There's the shadow step on from Oompa. Force a swift step away. Try to turn a Petit Pigeon. Petit Pigeon had the positional advantage up to the high ground. And nobody's on the cart.
Score 3-3. Switching sides.
Well, that's not how you wanted that to end.
Initiating match. Ready for battle. Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Numbers locks down Hotel, prevents the big rotation there defensively. We saw Team Hari really able to out-rotate in their original attack. Numbers goes back into the cast here. Goes back to see if they can claim what is the Hotel numbers if they have their way. Six already playing a little bit more high ground, a little more of a safe setup. The teleporter does provide an option for your back line as well. You're gonna go ahead and take it down. Remember, only a third to give. Barely touched there at the end. Hari will go down. There's not a tracer here. It's Oompa who moves in to get the touch. Playing off the corner, CJ2 trying to dance in, but it's such a delicate balance. There's just no room to give. GG, YesYes will shut the door on this map. Taking a 2-0 lead, moving up to match point in your lower bracket finals.
Play of the game.
All right, with Hari's season on the line. Then we'll go to Jibby. Watchpoint Gibraltar here for map number 3. All right. No, wait, we had a C9 and 2 Ajax and from Hari in that map. Oof. This is an explosive team. It's just kind of maybe, you know, live by the sword, die by the sword kind of thing. You know, play it fast and loose. A little too fast and a little too sloppy. I mean, the Cassidy band immediately going after Numbers' pick, and you can see why. The second map in a row. Numbers has had just an enormous impact. Silver damage in this one, second only to the 21k put up by Hari. Really very, very close map, though. Mackin only had 3 deaths. Mackin only had 3 deaths. Impressive. Very impressive. So after a Baptiste ban on map 1, Hari banned out their second DPS in a row. Previously kind of going after the Flex DPS and one of Petit Pigeon's favorite picks in the Venture. Now going after Noob's Cassidy, which gave them just a lot of problems there, particularly on that extra innings attack. The Numbers able to hold down Hotel there. I mean, that was such a crux point, you know, in the way that Hari was able to take their first attack. Numbers did not fall for it a second time. Let's play settling in the Lijiang. First Lijiang you'll see today.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
All right, Hari into the Diva. I feel like this is a kind of I don't know, about a favorite pick or comfort pick, something like that. I feel like I always see good things when I see the Hari Diva. Mapsy will answer. Rocking the Persona Diva as well. Good looking skin, good looking skin. With the galactic weapons, I dig the aesthetic. I approve. So far, I mean, early high ground push is successful here for Hari. They're able to force the defense of YesYes off a center box. Now move into blue. Hari's been able to get both their supports into that strong position on top of center box. Esplay, you know, struggling to kind of weave in some heals in there from server, but yeah, the carry is keeping Mapsy topped up, and Hari kind of stalled out here for a moment. Let's see, what are we waiting on? Flash attack. Putting in a couple shots down range. Just give Flash attack some time, who, by the way, subbing in here for this third map. Get one of your hit scans into the fight. So far, I mean, look at the impact. 83% towards this opening bola shot, 92%. And this, I like the Team Hari kind of get in the position and then you slow it down. Get into a spot, slow it down, give Flash attack time to set up. Oh, Numbers does respond. Skits is also subbing in here for the first time today as we... the first time we've seen Skiz, I think, in 2 series. Flash attack does make good on that opening ult, though. Finds Numbers. Now lands a direct on the Skiz. That will force out the recall. And that is before you need a big stall here. Mapsy is not there. Skiz does not have recall. And this is looking like a point A picked up here for Team Hari. It'll be 4 minutes in the time bank plus. Gets it thrown on top of the shuttle just to go ahead and claim this all-important spot early. Oh, Esplay, you like, don't get down, Mr. President, right in front of Acker. That was brilliant. All right, Esplays. All right, I don't even know if that was intentional, but that was brilliant. I mean, that was pure body block with a Lijiang. Unreal. That's Skiz with the title blast. Sound barrier tossed in from CJ too. Skiz kind of forced out here a little bit. Ackerman does have the return Kitsu with, you know, Mackin losing in the previous fight. This is an enormous advantage for this defense. Mapsy's out of the mech, though. And you see Ackerman drop it down, trying to cover bull shot in from Numbers. Numbers, literal 5 health. And Mapsy takes Mackin out of the fight. Oh, that was a beautiful shot. CJ2 in a bit of trouble, but there's Zek in there for some backup. It's their second kill in this fight. And they're going to put Team Hari back on top with that one, running Mapsy away. The swift step in from Ackerman to try to save. It could be a nasty stagger here. They're able to do so, and as such, we're going to get a retake. Ackerman saving this one. Skits with Pulse. Might be able to counterpunch. Goes to chase Zek and limit appeal for the backline. Mark the flank. Hari comes in, helps with the kill. So now to +1, moves back in. Force off the point, knowing that they have a massive anchor advantage on the objective. Up to the high ground. Hari will find a kill into Ackerman and Zek. Nope, I muted myself at some point. Hopefully that was just now when I was trying to hit flash attack Bob and not like 5 minutes ago. CJ2 lands a bait. Hey, you know what? Something we can say very often last match. But the Kitsu in play here from Akram, actually the double support ult is just gonna end up winning this one out. Now, Hari have managed to survive through the double support ult without losing anybody. And that's a beautiful bolo shot. That's gonna pull Esplay in on that explosion. Did they have anybody left to follow up on it? All right, try to move in. Where's Zekin through this? Zekin to the back line, finds numbers. Below Skiz is able to recall safety. Susu a bit early, but still looks like Napsy was able to avoid too much damage through the pulse. Swap into a hazard for some burst damage to try to hold the line here, but Team Hari continue to mow through Watchpoint Gibraltar. We'll have a 2:24 time bank.
0 to 3. Switching sides. Initiating match. Ready for battle. Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers incoming.
Opening pick out of Zekin. Brig out of CJ2. An interesting look. That place is going to stick with the Lijiang on the other side. So we'll see how the Brig Curie changes things. Tracer will be used to just push Cart underneath here for this opening fight. Zekin and Hari just going to deny that. They're just going to sit, invest 2 down low on Cart. Mapsy eventually does work their way up to a high ground push. You force 3 off the center box and a bit of a separation here from Hari's defense, but Hari claims a kill and Zekin is able to double blink through the car wash and find safety. Now Hari kind of pincers in into the back line, picks up a kill on the Skiz. A very low Mapsy is not going to escape that. Very good read out of Hari to recognize a vulnerability there in that back line. What a play. Paz trying to leap in, blocks a couple of those take aims out of flash attack. The flash attack's been so good. Oh, I didn't give y'all stats between the rounds, damn it. I know, I enjoy doing my cameras. I enjoy my cameras, I'm sorry. I'll give y'all stats. I'll try to give y'all stats. But I feel like flash attack has got to be on top right now, right? Woo! Good shot there. A couple of take aim bolts will land on a Mapsy as well, but they have been able to claim blue box, and with the downpour ready to go, eyes set towards his backline, force the swift step out from Mackin. Would Love be able to lock him down, but Mackin gave him the slip, went up to the high ground, and Mapsy was looking a little confused there for a moment. Hari finds a kill on the Esplay while this is going on, takes the Tide Pod out of the fight. The former Hari teammate of Benina. Show it up here. Root them on. Oh, Melody, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate you. I hope you had a wonderful stream. Thank you, thank you. Wolf, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it, my friend. As always, appreciate the support. Tide pod on to this place finds flash attack. You don't even need any follow-up, right? Just the tidal blast explosion. Oh, I love the wall into the poles. CJ2 caught the business end of that one. What a play. Beautifully set up from Mapsy and the exquisite follow-through from Skiz. That's some teamwork. That's the synergy I was talking about at the top of the stream. When you've been playing together since last year. And the recontest is denied. Now, rally ready to go, and I think this point B is actually where this rally could be extremely powerful. There it is. Yeah, popped inside of this shuttle. Mapsy is going to have a hard time. There's a good wall, and Mapsy, despite that, gets the kill on the way out with the violent leap. I don't know how you found CJ2, but that was a nice fadeaway slash. And Mapsy ends up dominating this shuttle. We're going to erase Aurora's name off the side. Put Mapsy's name up here. Kitsu out of the attacking squad. We'll get him close. Hari will not get back in mech. Skits with the ghost melee. Bob in there just to make sure we get this one over the line. Cycles of Josh. I appreciate the follow. Thank you so much. Flash going over to this Widowmaker. We'll find S plays the beautiful shot right out of the gate. There you go. Hey, sight line's controlled. Second escorted to the high ground. Good play from Hari. Secure the opposite side, try to create a crossfire, but that shot from Numbers just punishes the hubris out of Zekin. Skiz is gonna get the tidal blast. The Suzu does prevent the knockdown onto Hari, but CJ2 ends up the recipient of entirely too many bullets. CJ2, did you win a pile of bullets for Christmas? That's what you got. Flash attack, beautiful shot. You find Skiz? No way. All right, the grapple around the other side. Oh, almost got Ackerman. Downpour from Mapsy could just secure this cap here for YesYes, but they're gonna go and hold on to it. They disengage from the Kitsu. They have very nicely played Kitsu from Mackin. They're able to beat Ackerman up to that important ultimate by a significant margin. It just goes to show you how those little micro plays help get your ultimate up that much faster. And that allows this defense to stabilize now, but you're down in ultimates big time. Second moves over to Adventure. Kitsu out here from Ackerman. $1:45 on the clock. CJ2 trying to play the flank. Flash attack is able to get S plays is a beautiful opener. Downpour tossed in from Mapsy. I'm not sure it caught anybody. And Ackerman's Kitsu just does not get anything. Well, I say that Numbers is able to get a kill with the back of it. The very, very final moments of that Kitsune rush. But still not enough to overwhelm this defense. Oh, Flash attack almost took Skiz's head off for the second time. Second dancing around the shots after going off of the Venture back onto the Tracer here. Numbers in position, try to duel it out. Bob thrown in. They survive an onslaught from Hari, but Flash attack will take that opportunity to take the kill on the Skiz. Ackerman gets a great kill on the second there in that back line. Flash attack now with sights up here for this defense. Those sights, I mean, you can see trained on that Wu Yong on the left-hand side. Hari low, self-destruct. Try to get back in mech. Flash attack in trouble, has to give up that high ground, but only temporarily, it seems. Tide Pod thrown on to Skiz. They're looking for the knockdown. CJ gets the sound barrier in just in the nick of time, and Mackin has a Kitsu in play with 13 seconds to go. GG, YesYes have been forced back off of this corner. When they came into this point, I thought for sure we're headed into extras. Now I'm not even so sure we're gonna get a cap. Considering a rush in play. Flash attack. You felt that bullet whiz past the ear of Ackerman. That one landed. S-point down! What a headshot! Mapsy trying to push in will get demacked. Hard goes in, ensure there's no C9. Numbers Genji quickly taken out of the fight. Flash attack manages to stand tall despite all the pressure on that far side of your screen. This is going to be Team Hari taking away map 3. They're not going down quietly into the night. We aren't done here, friends. So YesYes get map pick for the first time since Lijiang Tower, and they're going to go New Queen Street, banning out a Tracer. Look at some stats there for map 3. This will also give us a side swap. YesYes go back into the red outlines for the first time in a while as well. What stands out in the stat card? Hari, 26 and 3. Zekin, 27 and 6, leading in Elans, but it's Flash Attack. It is in fact Flash Attack who has your damage lead at just shy of 16k. 21 and 3. Tied for fewest deaths in the lobby as well. With a diva. Like that doesn't really count with a diva. You have 2 lives. Come on. So that the super sub of Flash Attack coming in, making waves and giving Hari a shot here at this reverse sweep. Last time we had a 2-1 lead for YesYes. This is the exact same score line we saw in the previous matchup. Hari had already picked push. So, you know, that wasn't on the table anymore. We've already seen hybrid used here with Kings, obviously, instead of Hollywood. But YesYes take us to push now. Take us to New Queen Street. They did win the previous matchup on push between these two. But New Queen Street, a very different monster from Runasapi as well. Do we get another map 5? Do we get another map 5 between these two teams? All right, we're getting ready set here for New Queen Street. Let's see, what was that ban? That was a... Oh, okay. Okay. YesYes have decided to go after, I mean, just right for the jugular here. We're taking that Zarya off the table. Team Hari, who are banning Zarya, excuse me. We're going to have 630 subbing back in for Zekin. So, another new DPS look here. Anxious to see how this plays out. Sniperman's the other hit scan here. 630/Fairytale. I believe it's another flex DPS player. Perhaps we'll see the Symmetra once again. I believe is what we normally see from them. We are getting Cowboy subbing in the DPS role on the other side. We've also seen Ackerman go to the bench as well. Wait a minute. So we have Cowboy coming in, I think, to play support. This is not normal, I don't believe. I think Cowboy is normally a DPS player from what we've seen, right? Or is this just is this flex kind of part of their wheel set, part of their kit, what they bring to the table? We are in fact going to get the Cowboy flex support here. Let's get into map 4. So subbing in for Ackerman, who I feel like has been outstanding today. Maybe there's some external factors we're not aware of, you know, either time constraints or, you know, technical issues, internet starting to act up. I mean, it could be, you know, maybe the wrist is bothering him. You know, who knows? Who knows? I certainly do not have the details on why exactly we got that sub for Cowboy to seemingly just play the same hero. Also, anybody that knows this hero pool a little bit better than I do, is Cowboy usually a DPS player, or was maybe they were filling into the DPS role previously, and their real strength is flex support. Maybe that is their primary role, and what we had seen, you know, in other matches was an outlier. Meh. We're going to get Mapsy into this hazard once again, which I think Hari really, I mean, this is what Hari wanted, both team and tank player themselves. The D.Va worked well against this hazard previously. and you're able to force this matchup with that Zarya ban. YesYes, you know, attacking the Tracer, so that they don't have to play it themselves. You know, they can take Skiz out. You get Numbers and Petite in here. So you don't need a Tracer player. But you open the door for that tank ban. Mapsy, hey, you know what? Making good on the, well, really both teams. Doing some spectacular burst damage here early. Two of those bursty heroes in the game with Freya and Hez. Woo, beautiful shooting. Might be a 3-piece. Yeah, you betcha. Nice 3-piece. Oh, and that stick? You're going to get flash attack. You're going to get Petite Pigeon too. What a 4-piece out of flash attack. Summon in here from map 3. I mean, really a big playmaker to help Hari send us into this map 4. And what a team fight. They're from flash attack. That was something else. All right. There was a Kitsu invested from Mackin somewhere in that exchange. Cowboy now with a massive advantage here. Yes, just for a retake. We're going to run down the stairs. We're going to try to flip this map. I don't know how I feel about this. This should be an easy flip. Oh, no. But Hari ends up kind of caught in the middle because they can't let the bot get stolen. The timing was just right there from YesYes. The bot did not make it around the corner, and now they're running away with the spoon. YesYes able to kind of force this fight back towards the high ground. Oh, I heard that. Pigeon with a shadow step there, try to get in under the skin of this Team Hari backline. Does get found out and marked, but okay, sound barrier engaged coming in from Team Hari to try to respond. S-Blaze does land there. There's a couple of ultimates here out of YesYes, but oh, beautiful shot. Oh no, you slid into that. Numbers, you got distracted. Come on now. Flash attack in a 1v2. Mackin is going to swish step in and give the edge a swish step. It's mighty. And so are the shots from Flash attack. CJ2 with a pair of final blows, and Team Hari come out on top. This is going to give him the lead. Might even give him the checkpoint. We'll see. Remember, no tracers here. We do get the swap out of Mapsy. No more has. Yeah, this... Ooh, okay, there's the run-in. It's actually Pigeon who comes in to touch. Photon and Kitsu thrown out. Oh, those micro missiles almost got it done. Numbers ducks away in the final moment. A little bit of a response into the window room. But that is checkpoint and more picked up here from Team Hari, and they're going to use 630 just to teleport right back. Disengage here into Mega. They are happy with that progress. Oh, and I love the safe rotation. It's going to be so hard to dislodge. You got health pack control. You got a lot of avenues where you can rotate back, high ground, or a teleport play right out in front. All tension focused on the Petite Pigeon, including a bolo shot out of flash attack to claim the kill. I love that ambush. Team Hari are looking like a well-oiled machine here at the moment. Flash attack following up on that initial damage. They're on a Hari themselves. S-Play will not survive this encounter, and we're going right back the other direction. Team Hari are looking smooth here on New Queen Street with 5 minutes so far passed and remaining. What do you say? It's 10 or 8? Anyway. 5 minutes left to go. Halfway mark on the time bank. We're going with that. Kitsu out of Cowboy. That's not going to cut it. You don't get a whole lot with that here. It's surprising they didn't try to layer more in, but I guess Team Hari holding on to their ultimates means S-Play can't bother investing. There's S-Play's almost Ajax up, but CJ2 goes down. Ends up being a worthy play. They're out of YesYes. S-Play, I mean, really on a nice edge with that beat. But it ends up being the exact play that GG YesYes needed to keep themselves in this map. It does, like I say, give him an enormous economic advantage, macro advantage over to Team Hari. Now with double supportals to play with. Yes, we're running away with the bot there for a moment. And while Team Ahari kind of turn around and deal with that, Pigeon's able to find a kill on the flash attack. Very important pick, and you can see just how important as Team Ahari are all turning tail to take cover behind this corner. Photon barrier out of Team Hari to try to defend against this OC. Numbers sliding away. Sound barrier used to try to push forward as well. I actually love this disengage. I mean, it was just an overclocked disengage essentially, but you fend off photon barrier and sound barrier. Now we're going to get dueling Kitsus in what was an enormous deficit here for YesYes as far as the macro has actually swung back in their favor. A beautiful Suzu able to keep its Pigeon alive through the bolo shot there out of flash attack. And a very, very systematic, well-played fight here so far out of YesYes, though they're not out of hot water yet. They've stolen the bot, the job's not done. You've lost numbers. Now you've lost Pigeon. No more DPS. The teleport here just in time. And Hari on the case. No C9. Oh, it was going so good there for YesYes just until it wasn't. I mean, they did such a good job of, I mean, they were down. They were facing double support ults with nothing to really answer with. And they were able to kind of finagle their way back in there and upset that balance. Now actually find themselves with an extra sound barrier to play with here. Can be used immediately. Pigeon Shadow steps into the Mega Room. I'm not sure anybody was in there. Unclear. But hey, you do get a pick for your 2 ult investment. And that'll be enough to get bot control. Yeah, no, flash attack still lurking. Cowboy forced to self-Suzu there as they got hit by the bolo. I have bolo. Shout out EXU Calamity. Oh, woo, beautiful shooting. Cowboy is gone. Kitsu down with him. Now Mackin's Kitsu could be just an enormous tipping point here with 45 seconds to go. Okay, once again, Team Hari just playing conservatively here. Thought you might try to use the Kitsu to see a big advantage. All right, Pigeon with a big flank. Goes all the way back around. Securing Mega Room here behind. This is going to deny any kind of backup. And CJ2 is down. Finds the exact target you needed to as CJ2 dies 98% towards the sound barrier. Cowboy does invest the Kitsu throughout this. Well, both Kitsune rushes were invested through this, as well as 630's Photon Barrier. And this is going to be a YesYes fight win. They'll take bot control. It'll take 2 team fights to take the map in the series. Star Drummer, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. As a drummer myself, I approve of the name. Oh, I kind of wish they'd show bot. Like, Mapsy is on bot there. It was a little bit hard to tell through that, but you can see it here. Very close to the checkpoint. We'll have to win a fight to even get the checkpoint. Sound barriers are ready for both of our squads. Deep Pigeon close to a Death Blossom. He eats a take aim bolt. Forced to back away. Get a little bit of health. Sound barrier's gonna come in. Deep Pigeon trying to push forward. Just can't. Oh, sure. Let's go. Yeah, there we go. That's the pop I wanted. Flash attack taking numbers down to the back line. Team Pigeon trying to respond. Death Blossom right over the objective, but Hari was there, able to gobble up most of that. Mapsy Team Mac trying to get back in. Gets 2! No way! Mapsy got a kill onto 630 while in Pilot Diva form. Gets a D-Mech onto Team Hari, and yes, get the checkpoint, stay alive. One team fight separates YesYes from Master Division. They have a Kitsu to work with. Mackin is going to have theirs and a Photon Barrier in play. Flash attack, something in his map 3 has been exceptional. Needs a kill here. It's Hari who delivers. 5v4 on the point. 630 with a D-Mac. The Deadeye in from numbers, but Cowboy is down. It's just a Pilot Diva and a Cass left on the point as the Bolo Shot will claim Petite Pigeon and Team Hari for some map 5. Unbelievable. History repeats itself here. This time it will be a Suravasa pick in map 5. And remember, YesYes have any map in the pool to choose from that has not been played yet. Any game type is available. And Suravasa, where they choose to send us for this map 5 with a Freya band out. Did they play? They didn't even play Suravasa previously. We'll see if Hari is able to respond with a clever ban here. See if they can sculpt this map 5 into their favor. But they use that important Zarya ban in that new Queen Street to force this final tie-breaking map. Hari 15-5 with 11k damage there in map 4, but it was all flash attack once again. Your player of the map. Flash attack subbed in on Jimmy and has had gold damage both maps they've been in. This one by a country mile. No one on YesYes even remotely close. No one in YesYes even in 5 digits. Flash attack here at 14k. Lucio band out from Team Hari to see if they can kind of shape this Zarya mirror into their favor. So we are getting roster changes as well as we were waiting on Ackerman, who is returning into the game. So Cowboy and Skiz both on the bench. So no Tracer player. And, you know, we're getting Ackerman back in here to play flex support. On the other side, we are getting Sniperman and Zekken both subbing in. So despite Flash Attack's spectacular performance on both Watchpoint Gibraltar and on New Queen Street, we're bringing in Sniperman and Zekken. Zekken's been playing the Tracer here for us, so expect to see that out of Team Hari. We'll see what Sniperman wants to pull out, though. What an interesting wrinkle here heading into our 5th and final map. Let's go into Suravasa. Let's get into map 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Initial flashpoint. Mark.
So, as anticipated, we are going to get the Zarya mirror. It's Oompa in the Cassidy. Actually going to outrange numbers. Who's pulled out the? Oompa's in the Soldier. Who's going to outrange Cassidy here from numbers? At least in this first fight, may have been anticipating the Sojourn out of numbers as well. But ends up being a really smart pick, although Oompa goes down. Petite Pigeon, I mean, just right here on the front line, able to find access there into the Soldier, and that should not have happened. A really good first pick out of YesYes. This is going to turn into first cap as they get subsequent kills. I didn't back up the wrong direction. I don't know what you're talking about. Dead even. And Kitsu's here for this next fight. Oh, and Zekin's gonna find a kill before that even starts. That's a great opener. What a response out of Team Hari. Gets that beautiful positioning in on the Corey and Esplay on the corner, and Esplay never even saw it coming. Blinking around numbers, try to get the pulse, but it went way wide. Not to mention there was a bubble there to help protect. Good damage lands though. Oh, and CJ2 actually puts numbers down, but not before they do find that kill over Zekin. Still, you're gonna get YesYes backing away, losing their Cassidy in that fight. Team Pigeon receives the title blast. Unclear if, I think Mackin may have been hit by that. Not sure what happened like with the Suzu. It was kind of hard to tell there on the left-hand side of your screen. Hari with the title blast gets caught in the grab. The Deadeye will make sure nobody gets out of that grab. The Wombo combo here for GG YesYes to claim market in the 1-0 here in map 5.
Next, Flashpoint Ruins.
Kitsu's used simultaneously. Ackerman already about 50% ahead of Mackin with 5% away from one ready to go there. I know, the math wasn't mathing on that, but you get my point. Open a shot there from Sniper Man. Subbing back in here, and that's an important kill. Team Pigeon's gonna drop a Death Blossom on the point, but Zekin just immediately throws the pulse right on top of it. The Kitsu there, I mean, just gonna have to be used to try to keep Mapsy alive. You at least get your tank topped up. But you have no DPS in this fight. Numbers has not made it back yet. Okay, apparently Mapsy doesn't need DPS in this fight. You get the title blast. You run forward. You claim 2. You claim 3 as Numbers makes it back. No shot. Mapsy just flipped a 3v5. That's not how that's supposed to happen. What a turnaround there from YesYes. That's the kind of play that'll land you in a grand final. You redeem turn on cam and like in a map 5? All right, all right. Maybe a bit of a trade there for your hit scans. Mackin with a later Kitsu here. I mean, Ackerman's gonna lap on these Kitsus if we're not careful. CJ2 does find that kill. With the it's actually Hari that makes the hazard swap, and that downpour will end up being the end of this defense, or this hold, should I say, out of YesYes. All right, there you go. Cam is on, courtesy of Wolf. I'm sorry you have to wait 2 minutes for it. I feel like I need to run that into NA, you know, because it's expensive because it lasts through the whole series. But it's like, you know, the very end of the series. Maybe I'll give you a couple extra maps. We'll run that into NA. All right, there's Ackerman. Not quite lapping in the Kitsu, but does have their third from Mackin second that we just saw used in the previous fight. Is that going to be the difference maker here? We're going to get grabbed. Deadeye all tossed in, and it's Zekin, the only one who's coming up with first with kills. Oh, numbers just can't not quite lock down the head of Oopa on the other side. We'll take care of Hari. That was a title blast thrown in, I believe, onto Mapsy. But both Esplay and Mapsy are sitting here at like 1 health. No tank in the fight for Team Hari at the moment. But Zekin does clean up Esplay's there on the other side at this point. 99%. With YesYes in control, Hari has returned to get the flip. One final fight to see if we end up in a 2-0 on Suravasa or tied 1-1. Oh, we've also got Mare with a dad choke. Let's go. Team Pigeon will just donut wall the door of ruins. Numbers with a tracer swap of all things. Comes Zed and finds both of the backliners, giving this 99-99 fight over to YesYes.
Flashpoint Temple.
Opa showing us some flexibility. Sniper man goes into a venture. Neither a sniper nor a man. That's a joke. That's a joke. Do not read too much into that. Oh, beautiful wall. The timing on the downpour. He's going to catch Mapsy with no bubbles. Gets two over the point, though, and Mapsy's able to survive through it all. Plenty of healing to go around. They don't even need this grab. You see numbers blink across and lands the stick. That'll get the Suzu out from Mackin. Mackin and company still in a bit of trouble here. T Pigeon will find that pick and then just shadows right back to the point. Hell of an opener here. Did not see T Pigeon wait for him. The high ground teleport almost got Zekit, almost sealed the fate. But as it stands, Hari company are able to get some opening picks here. They've already lost 1-3v5 on this point. It's not going to happen here. Wow, that is a long side. Numbers doing a good dancer. I backed up like, okay, it's just a tracer. Oh, Numbers able to get that up to 98%. It's just perfect. No OT. And it'll be 1.2 seconds after cap. This map will end if we do not have a Hari player standing on point. Grab, Death Blossom, and Tidal Blast to work with. You're looking at a Tectonic Shock as well as their own Tidal on the other side here for Team Hari. Try to extend this out to another point. Little Pulse Bomb duel going on the outside. Death Blossom thunder for Team Pigeon. Catches Super just as they emerge. Will not get the Tectonic. Grab is called Hari as well, and that's going to do it. That'll be the flip. We actually do get an OT, but it's not going to matter. GG. YesYes. We will see you in Master Division for Season 7. History repeats itself almost perfectly. As in previous encounter, we had Hari down 1-2 in the series, and they're able to force a map 5 with a win. In their map 4 previously, they repeat that same thing here today. And just like the regular season matchup, it is a swift finish. It is a 3-0 here on Suravasa, and Hari drop a map 5 for the second time this season to YesYes. And just like before, it was a close map, but I mean it was really dominant. I say that was about the most contradictory thing. It was a dominant performance. I mean, it feels like both times was a dominant performance from YesYes in those map 5s. And as with maps 1 and 2, YesYes end up winning the Zarya mirror. I'm inclined to give Numbers your MVP, your player of the match. Let's go take a look at the stats. Mapsy 20-2 is your player of the map in that map 5 for sure. Most damage, fewest deaths, highest elims. I mean, yeah. And Mapsy's Zarya, I gotta say, really was massive. Just enormous. I mean, that Watchpoint Gibraltar. That's that 17K. Woo. Or excuse me, that was Kings. That was Kings. Gibraltar was Hari's map. That 17K on Kings. I mean, that's hard to deny. That's so hard to deny. GG's all around. I'm gonna go ahead and go with my gut. We're gonna give Hello I'm a Noob / Numbers your player of the match today, your MVP here today. Yes, we'll move on and face Super Shy in the grand finals.